Welcome to Afterthoughts, everybody. This is our recommend or refute episode where we each watch something separately and then bring it to the podcast and the audience and tell you guys whether we would recommend or refute it. I am your host, Michael Dixon. With me, as always, John Garcia.
Hey, happy to be here. I have recently been traumatized, but I'm not bringing my trauma to this. I won't bring the movie.
Keep that shit out of here, man.
Yeah, I'm bringing something fun this time. I'm excited.
This is a happy podcast where we ignore all of our scary thoughts.
That's right. We're hot off the heels of Harold and Maude. I don't want to think about it.
All positivity.
And Ryan King.
Hey, I'll bring a little childhood trauma in, John.
Oh,
good.
I'll make sure we get it.
Childhood trauma for the executives.
Yeah.
Ryan, why don't you start us off on a sad note and bring your trauma to the forefront?
Yeah. I after watching Harold and Maude, for some random reason, YouTube was just recommending to me Fox Animation Studio shit from the 90s. And then it immediately made me think of Don Bluth movies, and I was just talking about Don Bluth movies, and I was like, you know what I haven't seen in a while, or since it came out? Titan A.E.
Defense shields have been penetrated. Enemy warships have entered Earth's solar system. Deploy the last wave of fighters. Taking heavy fire!
Final warning. Prepare for thermal attack.
Evacuate! Evacuate! Launch remaining escape craft.
Without a planet, we're no longer a threat.
Hey, it's me, it's Kale.
Humans.
Word.
The Titan was the key to finding a new homeworld. Your father hid the Titan. He knew the Dredge would come after him. The only way to find it is in your hand.
Me?
The Dredge wants you, only dead.
How do you know they want me dead?
Which was released in 2000 and was such a box office bomb that Fox Studios, I think the next week, like after it came out, they closed the animation studios and fired everyone.
Wow.
Fox didn't attempt an animation movie for another few years when they purchased Blue Sky and made Ice Age and then made a shit ton of money, I guess, and got back in the game. But during the 90s, they tried to actually compete with Disney. And they pulled in Don Bluth, which I have a soft spot for. But thinking back on the movies, like what I was thinking about the other day when I was watching was like how much the studio interference into Bluth's work and just in general what Fox Studios was trying to do, whether it was Don Bluth or Fern Gully. You remember Fern Gully?
Yeah.
It's like they all knew what the formula was for Disney, but none of how or why it worked. And you can tell the elements that they were trying to put in to be like, oh, there's supposed to be a song here. A lot of the like putting in a rap in Fern Gully is like a great, John, you and I know how many like kids movies are like, ooh, rapping is the thing. And they put it in. Disney didn't do that, right? Like Disney somehow was like, no, we need to make something timeless. We're not going to put a shitty rap in the middle of our movie.
Mm-hmm.
At least not that one that I can remember. But Don Bluth movies, even before when he was an independent studio, I love how massively inappropriate for children they often are. Like they deal with some dark shit and they have some scenes that fucking come out of nowhere. Titan A.E. is his like most adult movie. I think it was crafted at more teens. It's a PG movie. I think his only PG movie. But yeah, I was surprised how much I didn't remember how much more adult it is. Not adult, but it's much more adult than other Fox Animation or Don Bluth movies. Now, playing Dragon's Lair or Space Ace, I think it is.
Yep.
If you've ever played those, you fucking die horribly constantly. So Don Bluth isn't afraid of that kind of shit. But Titan A.E. is like, I don't know, some 1,000 years in the future, some, kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very formulaic sci-fi flick. But Earth's been, in the first minute, absolutely destroyed. Like literally explodes. the last few humans getting away from it. So you just start the movie off with fucking people running for their lives and the destruction of Earth. This set of aliens doesn't like humans. The movie, I was surprised, doesn't actually tell you their motivation other than they're, quote, afraid of what humans might do and then want to kill all the humans.
Can't blame them.
Our main character, Kale, which is a fucking great bullshit 90s name.
Full name? Is that his full name?
Sorry,
Is it just Kale?
sorry, all the Kales out there. I don't know if he has a last name. Does he have a
Wow,
last
they didn't even
name?
give him a last name.
Is he a vegetable?
Maybe, maybe not. It's
He
that
will
guy-
be.
Yeah, it's that.
By the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Is that how dark Don Bluth goes?
Is that how it gets? Where it goes?
Foreshadowing.
Oh, man. His partner's cabbage, lettuce. It's a real problem.
His dad built the Titan. At the beginning, I think we just have a vague impression it's some sort of spaceship, and he hid it somewhere out in space. And then we find out through the course of the movie that it's some spaceship that'll help bring back the human race or kickstart the human race. And by the end of the movie, we find out it's like it can seed a planet. Like it has DNA of everything that was alive on our planet. And if you crash it onto another planet, that planet will turn into Earth. Like,
very human.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, totally human kind of thing to do. It does by the end of the movie make you question if the aliens were right. Because the way they end up powering the spaceship is by sucking up all the aliens' life.
Wow.
They do a mass genocide?
Yeah, they do a mass genocide of the aliens that were trying to
They
mass
would have
genocided
genocided us
so it's
first.
okay. Right. They were trying. They were
Cannot
trying.
have an alien gap.
Yes. The Don Bluth honestly has a very rocky career. Most of his movies failed at the box office. A few have managed to hold on to cult followings. I think his only like box office successes were Anastasia, which is one of the last ones he did for Fox Studio and one of Fox Studio Animation's before it switched over to Blue Sky in their later work. One of their only hits, one of the only ones that like actually competed toe to toe with Disney and because it most copied a Disney movie correctly. Land Before Time, which wasn't like a great success when it came out, but produced fucking 30 VHS movies that sold like crap.
I had like 6 or 7 of them on VHS when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I
And I
remember.
couldn't
They're
tell
all
you
terrible.
anything about them except that the main little brontosaurus kid was named Littlefoot, I think.
And then
I
there was
think-
Ducky, and I hated Ducky. I thought she was annoying.
Yep.
The whole time that I watched that series, I just thought, how long is it going to be before time? When does it get to just land of time?
When does the time start?
When do we get to the time factory?
Yeah, I think that first movie also sucks. They all are pretty bad.
They were just like migrating
sequels
or
are
something in
terrible,
the
but-
first movie. I
Yeah,
don't-
and then
yeah.
they get scared by
were
the
there asteroids.
the
and-
sharp tooth, and they're trying to get some maple leaf or some shit. I don't fucking remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it to like the Great Valley. I literally think that's what it's called. I don't remember, but I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
The
that's
Promised
right.
Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secret of Nim, I think did okay.
All Dogs Go to
but
Heaven?
that's-
Is that a big one?
And All Dogs Go to Heaven, I think did
Everybody
okay. And I
loves
know it
dogs
had a
except for
sequel.
this guy, Dixon.
All Dogs, dude. But all those movies have such dark, weird fucking crap in them, right? Like there's a significant portion of those dinosaurs who are mostly kind of rendered realistically being chased down by a horrifying like T-Rex, right? The
Yeah.
sharp tooth or whatever.
I was always
trying
a little
to eat
bit
the children.
unclear how to view that because I thought T-Rexes were so cool when I was a kid. And I was like, wait a minute, they're
Right.
the bad guys? I don't like that. They're the T-Rexes are the good guys.
Your first
Yeah, there you
grappling with American history.
Those were the cool ones.
Pangean history.
Yes, yeah. Fucking Rats of Nim, The Secret of Nim has a bunch of horrifying shit, just like animated and a very dark plot once you get into like the actual like plot of it. All Dogs Go to Heaven has some nightmare inducing like scenes, like
Yeah.
dark fucking shit of like the dog going to hell. And
I
then a
remember that
weird,
too. Oh,
a
jeez,
weird
you're saying
out
all
of
these
nowhere.
things.
Yeah. Remember the like alligator that he sings with like randomly? Yeah. Fucking weird movies. So I can see why Bluth doesn't really succeed. I have a soft spot because I think I like kind of all non-Disney animation, like just out of like them giving it a try.
Yeah.
Like I've just always like given it an effort. Titan A.E., from an animation perspective is really good. Like that's the interesting thing. If you want to watch it, it's 2000, turn of the century. They are trying to actually blend computer animation, digital, and like still hand-drawn animation. This is a post Toy Story 2 time. So like computer animation is good, and they know how to do it now. And this movie does a great job of like the aliens. The main like bad aliens are like pure electricity. Like their ships are electricity, their electricity, the whole thing, and that's all computer generated.
They're the 2001 Space Babies.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then the rest of our like aliens and humans and stuff are hand drawn, and then a lot of like the battles and spaceships and stuff. They use a lot of digital, computer generation to make good space battles. But the plot is like, he has a magic map to find it. The ship, they go after it. The aliens are chasing them. You generally know where it's going. Pretty early on, Bill Pullman's character is going to betray them. Like it's just kind of like relatively clear where it's going. And honestly, Matt Damon plays Cale Tucker. This is even fucking more bland.
Wow. That is the blandest name.
Yeah. Drew Barrymore plays his love interest, Akima Kinamoto, which I'm like, they got Drew Barrymore. The two of them are clearly in the booth reading from the script. It's like the most bland kind of voice acting. Matt Damon tries a little bit. Amazingly, neither one of them went on to do more voice acting. Bill Pullman does a great job. Like he does a good job. He's hamming it up a little bit. Yeah, everyone else is like kind of knows more or less what they're doing or hams it up well. But yeah, it's absolutely, again, I'm like, the studio had to have been like, yeah, you can't use voice actors anymore. It has to be famous people. That's what Disney's doing now, right? Like you can get this, like it has to be a name. Matt Damon's a name. Bring him in. Even though he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, who gives a shit? It's
just bring in Hank Azaria. He's under contract at Fox anyway. Just get him in here.
Yes. They were supposed to have him as a side character.
Of
but
course they were.
They ended up casting someone else because they're like, oh, we need a name, right?
Ridiculous.
He was in the Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
He is a name.
Right. The music in this is like very hit or miss because they pull in contemporary music, which is weird for 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
And the trailer famously used Creed's like "Take Me to Higher."
Oh no!
Yes,
"Take Me Higher." Yes.
Oh my God.
Which didn't help sell the movie at the time even.
What, Creed not help sell something? Wow.
Yeah. So but I will say, like, after the fucking Earth explodes, like we jump in time, and now Cale's, an adult and, fucking shitty ass job or whatever that he's doing. The aliens come looking for him because they know he has the map. He doesn't realize it yet. And they just fucking explode a guy. And constantly in this movie, like characters die. This fucking alien just explodes into goo, like early on. He's crying. He's asking not to be killed. And then at the end of it, Bill Pullman's character gets like shot and his blood is like floating out in space. I'm amazed that this is PG. Like it has to be, someone was like, well, it's animated. It's for kids, right?
Yeah.
I guess this is PG. I couldn't really figure it out. And then he holds together fucking Doc Brown style, these two couplings that electrocute him to death. And that's his end in the movie.
Wow.
So yeah, it's and then they like absorb an entire race of aliens and xenocide them. So yeah, it's a surprisingly dark shit. But I think the studio was already like, I guess the head then had also greenlit Fight Club, and Murdoch hated that movie. And then this bombed, and he was like, great, I have an excuse to get rid of the guy. Like both those movies didn't do well. You're fucking out. And they didn't like advertise this movie other than paying Creed. And they didn't even, there's no audio. It's just the Creed song playing over footage.
Wow.
And like text every once in a while that's like, after the humans died, they went to space. They were just listening to fuck Creed.
Poochie went back to his home planet.
Yes,
it's like the worst combination. I imagine, like, when people say you listen to The Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon to see if they sync up. It's like Titan A.E and Creed is like the anti. This will get you in a really fucked up headspace.
Yeah. this, I mean, people have a fond memory of it. I hear it come back up, that and Treasure Planet around the same time.
Yes, I was thinking
People also
about
look
that.
back on fondly.
I was like, there was Armageddon and Deep Impact, and I remember being like, Titan A.E. and Treasure Planet. They're like the same kind of movie, right?
Yeah, they kind of are, and they both are kind of remembered fondly. Somehow the Final Fantasy movie is not remembered fondly. I don't hear anyone talk about that one.
I love that movie. Steve Buscemi, Alec Baldwin. Just a fantastic time. Ving Rhames.
Oh yeah, Ving Rhames, Alec Baldwin. Yeah,
Jesus.
Wow.
what a cast.
yeah. No,
for a flop.
it was a hell of a cast. That actually were fucking trying. The voice acting in that one's actually
They
all
tried
right.
very
It's
hard.
the animation that's fucking weird.
Also, the stories.
Yeah. Also, it's bullshit. It's Final Fantasy bullshit.
It's also about spraying alien seed all over a planet, but whatever.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
not a spraying the goo back in 2000.
that's all about it.
It's also not the Final Fantasy. That's false fucking advertising.
They've
There's
been
like
on the
11
final one
of them.
forever. Yeah.
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 It's like, what is this? Harold's Final Fantasy?
Yes. The trivia there is that the studio thought that they weren't going to be able to make anything else, like, as they had games had crashed, and so when they made Final Fantasy, they thought it actually was their last game. But it was so successful, they've been milking it for more than a quarter century.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Milking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, as you were
Literally almost half a century. Anyway, as I
Final
was.
Fantasy movie and Titan A.E. And,
Yeah, Titan A.E. Interesting animation. It is a look back. I don't think it deserves a cult following. Like, it really isn't that good. But it's not that bad either. Like, it's not a box office bomb. It probably should have done fine and then moved on. Like, kind of a lot of Bluth movies, I think, are in that where they did kind of get shortchanged by just not being advertised when they came out because the studio kind of fucking didn't know what to do with them.
studio politics.
Yeah, as much as I like Don Bluth, I love his animation. I love like the style of it. They, mix the rotoscoping, to get the image, to get their starting point and to do the animation. It all looks really good. The animals, the movement's like fun. But honestly, other than Secret of NIMH, all of his movies are just kind of a little too weird, a little too out there.
I don't know that I've seen too. I mean, I know as a kid, like fucking Land Before Time and all of that. We just talked through a bit of the list, but I haven't seen any of them as an adult, so I have no idea what kind of madness Don Bluth was trying to put into things. Now going back through like Ralph Bakshi, which is a totally different.
Oh my
that's a
God.
way
Yeah.
different. That's way more unhinged than Don Bluth is. Don Bluth seemed like he had a mission, like he was a man on a mission, and the mission was to traumatize children. And that mission was to teach them that sometimes shit's going to get weird, kids, and you're just going to have to fucking figure it out for yourselves. Like, that just seems like Don Bluth's MO from fucking weird Land Before Time shit, and he did Rock-a-Doodle-Doo. I don't remember much about that fucking
God,
movie. All Dogs Go to Heaven. I remember Dogs Going to Hell in that movie. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess it's logically correct. If there's a dog heaven, there must be a dog hell. Like, you got to have both.
I guess.
But we never met
seems
Dog
to
Satan.
Contradict the title.
Yeah.
But,
The tragedy of dog. You
Yeah.
know, that's just how it goes.
and Don Bluth's
Which,
legacy of terrorizing children was taken on by his son, Joe Bluth, in his magic acts.
Illusions, Michael.
Did you watch American Tail?
I have not
Five
seen
Will
American
Goes
Tail in
West.
a long time. Like all of these.
I haven't seen that along
Five
either.
Will Goes West when I was a kid, but I never saw American Tail.
Yeah. So I've seen Secret of NIMH a lot, and I've seen it since, and I do feel like it still holds up like what it is. It's still a very fucking bizarre movie based on a very strange book. Titan A.E. is honestly exactly what I remembered it. Anastasia is pretty much what I remembered it, and it's fine as well. It's very passable, but I do need to go back and watch The Land Before Time, American
don't.
Tail,
You
and
don't
All
need
Dogs
to
Go
do
Home.
that.
Well, I want to.
He's going to do
I
that.
want to.
This is going to be his November binge. Here, I can feel
Maybe.
it. I can feel it coming on.
I watched all
I
28
have a
Land
l-
Before Time films,
Yes.
and I'm going to
I
run them off
thought
in
about
rapid
that.
succession.
I have really really thought about that, but talked myself
Fucking
down
4-hour
very
recommended
quickly.
Refute episode.
Oh, God. Got to blend it all over again. Oh, man. That would be great. Yeah, let us know when you do that, Ryan. You should probably... Also, you're going to watch all the Fern Gullies. There's only 2 of them, right? I think
there's only 2. When was the second one? Because I saw that it said the date that it said on YouTube. I was like, that can't be right. It said like,
I don't know when it came out.
yeah, it said like 2012, and I was like, that's wrong. There's no way someone's trying to capitalize on Ferngully.
No, there's
anywhere
a new,
other than like a couple years.
I think they're trying
it
to
says
make a
19,
new one, which I don't want.
It says 1998. That sounds right. 1998 straight to VHS, I think is right. It probably did go out of theater for some stupid reason.
Yeah. I heard they're trying to make a new one. I don't want to see it. If they,
I don't know why.
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I think they're
about
based
anyone.
on some. Yeah, they're based on some series of books. That movie does not hold up. It was not great when it came out, and Robin Williams making Robin Williams rap is fucking bizarre. But then they also make Tim Curry rap.
I forgot about
Like
all
that.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tim Curry. Okay. Well, anyways, that's off the.
I'll let you
beaten
know
path.
about Ferngully 2 next time.
Oh yeah, please. I know that you're now curious and going to go acquire a copy of it.
I'm like, did they get Dan Castanella to do Robin Williams again?
Oh God. Did you know? Wait, Dixon. Do you know that Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer, was a Robin
I know
Williams
who Dan
replacement?
Castellaneta is, John.
I don't know. You're always about Hank Azaria. Fucking
Yeah.
Who knows who else you remember from The Simpsons? It would be really funny if you're like, who the fuck is that? But like that, he's famously been replaced by Robin Williams like multiple. Or he's replaced. Robin Williams multiple times.
He played him
The
at
Genie?
the genie in Return to Jafar.
Oh.
And Robin Williams sued him and Disney, and said in very important precedents in court that Genie like is tied to Robin Williams. Like his performance was a creation of the Genie character, and that you can't just have someone else voice that character because it was so tied to his ad-libbing. He had ad-libbed so much.
True,
of it.
yeah, given that he's just spitballing in the studio booth, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You can't copyright improv. Robin Williams has to have physical DNA on Genie.
I'm not saying I agree with the court decision. I am not making an opinion on that. I'm just saying that like Disney didn't really create the character. Like it was more
Right,
Robin Williams'
together,
creation than it was Disney's creation.
Yeah.
But then, around the same time that Crispin Glover sued about Back to the Future 2, about them like including footage of him and then also like shooting another actor from behind and pretending it was him.
Yeah.
Studios are amazing.
Someday we'll need to do an episode on the lawsuits of Hollywood, and we should pick some movies where we can fucking talk about bullshit legal things. Anyways, Ryan, did anybody get sued for Titan A.E.?
I think they just shuttered the studio and moved on.
Well,
and it's
fair
all.
enough.
I think I don't think Titan A.E. is, but almost all the rest of Don Bluth stuff is for free on YouTube because I think it's been hacked up and sold to so many studios over the years.
Yeah. So you're refuting Titan A.E. is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's deserving of any kind of cult following. I think the only interesting thing is to go back and see a good mix of like hand drawn and CG animation.
Yeah, I remember I tried to watch this, I think like a year or two ago, and I was just so bored. Like the animation was cool, but it was just a fucking boring story. And it was like the right amount of boring at the right time in the night to just be like, I'm not doing this. Like,
yeah,
I have to sit here and watch this. I can't stay awake. I gotta watch a better movie.
It's some like fun
talking.
visual. Yeah,
Wow,
it's some like fun visuals and some fun action scenes, space fighting scenes or whatever. But yeah, otherwise it's just very, very straightforward by the numbers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a refute from Ryan.
Yeah. There you go.
Nail that coffin
Titan
down.
A.E. John, what is your not childhood trauma thing that you're allegedly bringing?
Oh, well, first, before I do that, I did witness childhood trauma, and I said I wasn't going to bring it. I'm just going to mention it. I'm writing an article.
John.
Dixon, you are very interested in this. You told me. If anybody out there is interested, there will be an article going up at some point soon. I'll talk about it later. There's a Dr. Seuss movie from 1953 that is a wild production of him. Dr. Seuss really mused on like authoritarian fucking dictatorships for a while with his allegories, and he made a 1953 musical that absolutely bombed in the box office. and it's called The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T, which is not a porno.
Are you sure about that?
I'm fairly certain because it would have been The 5,000 Fingered by Dr. T, I think is the porno. I don't know if that's actually
the spinoff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way.
There is a Richard Gere movie called Dr. T and the Women. I don't know what that means, but that sounds, on par. Anyways, there's going to be an article posted at some point. I'll mention it in future podcasts, but if you haven't checked out that movie, watch a few screens of it at least. It's free on YouTube. Don't watch the whole thing. I don't recommend that. Anyways, the thing that I'm bringing that's not that trauma is this delightful thing that the YouTube algorithm has blessed me with. As much as I hate the use of algorithms to find the shit that I want, they know what I want sometimes, and they really give me the best stuff whenever I'm not looking for it. And anytime that I am looking for it, they give me bullshit videos, people just praising movies I don't care about and other shit. This is a series. It's a TV series. It ran for 1 season on TBS, which I would never know. I don't fucking watch TBS. And it's called The Dress Up Gang.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you something?
Sure you can, Donnie. Go ahead.
Is Sigourney Weaver attractive?
Donnie asked me if Sigourney Weaver is attractive.
And what did you say?
I said yes.
Good. See, this is why we should just come to me first, pal. I tried, but you were using your head tingler and you just zoned out.
Dog zoned to you? That's how you canceled your date with Sigourney.
I'm confused why a girl like that would want to go out with a guy like me.
Opposites attract. I wonder who that could be.
What's going on?
There's a beautiful 67-year-old woman out there on a motorcycle.
And it's based on a web series and I believe a sketch troupe is what it is. This has a very a Joe Pera vibe to it. It's about an adult named Donnie, an adult man who plays it like he's a very naive child in a television sitcom, or just like a Seventh Heaven sort of thing. And he has a roommate that is named Corey, who acts as a father figure to him. Sometimes so much so he acts like a father figure that I forget he's his roommate and not his actual dad, because he's always giving him life lessons, but they're like the same age, which makes it, all the funnier. And it's got a lot of comedians. It's based in LA, so there's some familiar faces you would see. There's also one of the comedians, he was in Reservation Dogs, Ryan. He played the junkyard, the guy from the junkyard, who kind of ran the operations there.
Yeah.
He's in this. And it's this delightful show. I'm just so happy that I found it. I'm so sad at the same time that it was canceled from TBS. It came out without a whole lot of ceremony. Also, I don't fucking watch TBS, so how am I going to fucking watch this? I don't have a TV subscription anymore. I've kind of cut the cord. And the only way to watch it is on their fucking TBS app. So you might be out there being like, well, if you don't know how to watch it, then how the fuck did you watch it?
Steal that shit.
Yeah, I didn't. They post a lot of their shit on YouTube. They posted some of their episodes on YouTube for free. I would recommend checking those out. They kind of took some of their short form films, their sketch ideas, and turned them into long form 22-minute episodes. And one of my favorites that gives an example of the vibe that you might feel from this is, so everybody in it is kind of just neighbors. They all live in a courtyard. Also, Andie MacDowell is in it. She's just Andie MacDowell. Like, she's the actual acclaimed actor Andie MacDowell as one of their neighbors. And they have a whole episode dedicated to trying to figure out who Ding Dong ditched houses. And they're like, I don't know if it's safe. I'm expecting a package in like 2 days, and I just don't feel safe opening the door knowing that there's a Ding Dong ditcher out there. Wow. And that's the whole crux of an episode, is them trying to figure out which of them is the Ding Dong ditcher. And just through all manner of circumstance, they're treating it 100% serious and having legitimate conversations, accusing each other and becoming like John Carpenter's The Thing level suspicious of each other being the Ding Dong ditcher. It's like, that's the level of like absurdism, and it's backed by all of these. It has like an orchestral underscore to all of it where they're playing like very dramatic music to give it that sort of like this is a serious moment thing. And they even have like a resolution song that plays every time they all kind of come together as a family and realize they're just people. And it's so fucking stupid, but played so straight and so just so well done that it makes me laugh at how insane it is. And they have like, I sent Dixon a clip of it too, where one of the characters asks like their doctor, the resident doctor, if Sigourney Weaver is attractive. And it causes like this whole pause of him just being like, yes, I would say so. In her own way, she is. And he's like, kind of like Linda Hamilton. And he's like, exactly like Linda Hamilton. It's like, just like, it's that kind of humor, but like boom, 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 constant punch, like each time. And it just hits. Every video I've seen of theirs is so good. Part of the reason I bring up this show, even though it's canceled, is they have a movie coming out this year that's called Plant Man and Blondie that I believe is inspired by one of them got really obsessed about maintaining plants during the pandemic. And they made a whole script about him going around town as kind of a vigilante, keeping people's plants alive. And the movie has that sort of base premise. They keep, in all of their interviews, they keep saying it's kind of like a heist movie, but they're like, I can't tell if they're fucking around or not. So I'm just excited to see it. I have no idea what to expect from them. But yeah, the Dress Up Gang, I would recommend it. I recommend checking out their YouTube channel as well, where a lot of that humor is just free. You can just check it out. It's great.
Nice. You got to watch lots of annoying ads though. Hit the skip button all the time.
The unfortunate thing. Thankfully, they have like a variety of like some sketches are like 5 minutes long and 10 minutes, and then like the 22-minute ones. I would say the ads are worth putting up with just to see how absurd some of their premises can go. They have an intervention for one of the characters because he's been using a toothpick recklessly in his life and putting it in his mouth, which everybody's like, it just makes you look arrogant. And anytime you take the toothpick out, then it makes it seem like whatever you're going to say is the most important fucking thing in the world. It's bullshit. And like, they're all like reading heartfelt letters about how he's changed because of a toothpick. It's so good.
That's
just that
funny.
kind of shit. Just great.
Are there like entire episodes on YouTube?
Yeah.
Or just little clips?
They have entire episodes. I think they've slowly started rolling out entire episodes. I'm sure they're getting some permission from like TBS or something to what they can and can't share. And TBS's streaming service, which they have, I didn't realize was a thing. I think it's just associated with if you have a TV subscription or fucking not. We'll let you watch their episodes in full. But this is like the second show that I've seen come from TBS that I like, and I just don't fucking watch that channel at all. The other one being Wrecked, which is a parody of Lost, and it's stars Zach Kreger, director of Barbarian and Weapons, and it just is another kind of goofy spoof like comedy thing. But yeah, like TBS just seems to have some decent comedies, and then they just don't let anybody else get access to them or watch them. It's fucking weird. It's bewildering.
Yeah. It's cable TV, man. That's how it is.
It's fucking rough out there.
Yeah.
But I would recommend the Dress Up Gang to everybody. I think that it is, even if you're like, this doesn't seem like it's my wavelength of humor, it's so weirdly unique in the way that it's executed. It's unlike anything that I've seen in another like comedy troupe or sketch kind of show.
Why is it called the Dress Up Gang?
I have no fucking idea. I still don't know why it's called the Dress Up Gang. They don't even talk about it in any of they're just like, yeah, we're the Dress Up Gang. And everybody in their interviews, they're introduced as the Dress Up Gang. So I guess they just decided at some point they were going to brand it. And Plant Man and Blondie is like a Dress Up Gang adventure or something is the subtitle for it. So I guess they just stuck with the branded thing. And
they don't have like weird costume changes or anything
No,
like that?
They have consistent costumes actually all throughout their show. Like Donnie, the main character, wears the same thing every time. And the only time that he changes is when people notice like something's different about Donnie. And like there's that kind of shit where they'll pull that for a bit. But yeah.
It's like Broken Lizard, right? Wasn't that the...
It's kind of like that.
It's like that? Like
but
it's just
better
a comedy.
Well,
I meant like conceptually, it's just a comedy
dare
group
you
using
bring them
that
down to Broken Lizard. But yeah, it's just like that where, they just decided that was what they're going to be called. Sure, why not? I thought they were going to, I always thought Dress Up Gang was like, we're going to like solve mysteries or some shit. So I was always, I think I saw their channel like once and I was like, I don't think I want to see whatever that is. And then I watched that Sigourney Weaver clip and I was like, fucking sold. Like 30 seconds of this. I can get more. Sign me up. But yeah. So there you go.
All right, a recommend for the Dress Up Gang from John. That brings it to me. I am going to talk about Orson Welles' The Lady from Shanghai from 1947.
Well, I came too.
Sure, if you're so anxious for me to join the game, I'd be glad to.
Oh, but Michael, that isn't fair. You're bound to lose the contest.
Mr. Bannister tells me you once killed a man. You are Michael, aren't you?
That's right.
Would you mind killing another man?
I knew I'd find you two together.
It was me had the first strike. A shark it was. Then there was another. And another shark again. To learn about the sea was made of sharks. And more sharks still. And no water at all. My shark had torn himself from the hook. And the scent, or maybe the stain it was, and him bleeding his life away, drove the rest of them mad.
I'm aiming at you, lover.
Then the beasts took to eating each other. In their frenzy, they ate at themselves. You could feel the lust of murder like a wind stinging your eyes, and you could smell the death reeking up out of the sea. And you know, there wasn't one of them sharks in the whole crazy pack that survived.
I've been on a kind of like a mini Orson Welles kick recently, and I decided to revisit Lady from Shanghai. I have the 4K disc, and I hadn't watched it yet, so went back to it. It's very good. It's a like a lot of Welles movies, it has been taken out of his hands and butchered a little bit, and so we're not exactly sure what his original intent was, which is very unfortunate and sad. Like there is only The Trial is the only film that Welles ever made that he had full final cut on. Everything else was butchered by studios, and like there have been very few opportunities for us to see his actual vision on anything that he actually made in his career. But Lady from Shanghai is a film noir, kind of coming off the heels of Citizen Kane in 41, Magnificent Ambersons in 42. Kane didn't make any money. Magnificent Ambersons was completely butchered by the studio, taken away from him. The people that saw it before it came out said that it was the greatest film they had ever seen. And then it was like chopped up and nobody saw it in theaters. And he basically like couldn't get funding to make movies for quite a while after that. He really had to make a living acting, and he would just use that money to direct films. Like the rest of his career, he was just always trying to get money to direct movies. And 46 after the war, he made The Stranger with Edward G. Robinson, which I like a lot. And then 1947, he made Lady from Shanghai. And film noir, Orson Welles plays an Irishman, an Irish seaman, and his Irish accent is okay. It's fine. Welles actually spent his teenage years in Ireland as an actor. So he is a little bit familiar with that culture, and he was able to do an Irish accent pretty well. It comes and goes a little bit, but it's for the most part, it's better than what you would expect for an American actor from 1947. But he plays an American or an Irish seaman. He's on the East Coast. He's kind of trying to figure out his next job, and he meets a very attractive woman played by Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth and Orson Welles were married at the time, and they did the movie as a way to try to spice up their marriage, and they got divorced before the movie came out. Whoops. So didn't really go as well as they had hoped. But Orson Welles' character is Michael O'Hara. Rita Hayworth's character is Elsa Bannister. It's a very attractive woman. She's kind of putting the moves onto Orson Welles, and he's like very skeptical, like, what's going on? Like, what are you trying to do here? She mentions that she and her husband have a yacht chartered that is going to go south down the East Coast through the Panama Canal and up around to the Bay Area. And they are short one able-bodied seaman, and they need somebody to staff it. And she really wants Orson Welles to be that person and to join her on the ship. And he's like, this lady's crazy. Like, what the hell? I'm not going to do that. So he goes the next day to the dock, to kind of the area where they hire, sailors on ships that need people. And he's sitting there waiting, and this guy shows up asking for him. And he says, hey, I think you met my wife yesterday. Actually, he saved her from some hooligans who were trying to rape her. And so he's like, hey, I heard you saved my wife's life. I got a job for you. You need to come and be on my boat. And he's like, no, there's no fucking way I'm going to do this, but I'll get a drink with you if you want. So they go to a bar, get shit faced. The guy is completely incapable of like walking and returning to his ship. So Orson Welles brings him back to his ship and then ends up working for them and getting on the boat. So it's an interesting film noir because it's a very different setting than what you would expect from a film noir. It's not in Los Angeles. It's not in New York. It's not a cityscape that's dark and shot at night. It is very bright and sunny, still black and white, but shot out on the ocean, in the tropics, on these beautiful islands. It has a very similar noir plot. It owes a lot to Double Indemnity, like many noirs of that era. But basically, when they are on the boat, eventually they get to this island, and Rita Hayworth's husband's business partner comes and joins them. And he tells Orson Welles, he says, I need you to kill someone for me. And he's like, well, that doesn't sound like a good idea. What do you mean? He's like, yeah, he's like, do I know the guy? And he says, yeah, you know him. It's me. I want you to kill me. And then basically like, I want you to fake kill me, act like I'm dead. And then I'll be able to take the insurance money on, there's insurance on our company. And if one of the two partners is dead, there's a big payout. So we're going to fake my death, and then I'm going to get the insurance money and run off and disappear. So Welles' character is trying to figure out what he wants to do. Meanwhile, Rita Hayworth is still putting the moves on him the entire time they're on this boat journey. And so, he's in this weird dynamic where he's like kind of falling for this woman who's married, and the guy's business partner is asking him to kill him. And there's a lot of weird kind of dynamics going on here. So it sounds like a very traditional noir plot because it is, but it's just very well executed. It's Orson Welles. He is, an incredible, he's not shooting the movie himself, but he works so well with the cinematographers to frame every shot really beautifully. The thing this movie is really known for is the funhouse sequence at the end, which if you haven't seen, you should definitely go watch, where, the movie ends at a funhouse and the kind of three main characters are all chasing each other through the funhouse. There's this crazy scene of Orson Welles like falling down this slide and landing up in the House of Mirrors. And, everybody's like trying to shoot each other, but they keep shooting the mirrors. And
is this where that comes from?
Yeah,
wow.
He invented that in this movie, and it's been copied so many times afterward, and it's never been done better than it was originally in The Lady from Shanghai. So yeah, it's really entertaining film noir. Apparently the studio cut 30 minutes from it. And so we don't really know, and that film is just lost. We don't really know what it was intended. It's only like 90 minutes long. And so, it would have been closer to 2 hours and, hopefully, a better film than what we see now. It's still very good. Like it's a really good movie, very good film noir from its era. Definitely worth seeing. Rita Hayworth's husband is played by Everett Sloane, and I could have sworn, I thought for sure when I was watching the movie that he was the guy who played Igor in Young Frankenstein. turns out he's not. But here's a picture of him, John.
Oh wow, he looks
has like just
similar
like
vibe.
It's like,
it's the eye.
Yeah, just without the full eye thing.
Yeah.
But
turns out it's not him, but I was convinced the whole time that it was.
Like, man, he's got such a range.
Yeah. It's like, oh wow. Like he still looks weird, but like they're not playing up the bug eyes quite as much, but it's still there. But no, different guy, but very, very good actor. Did a great job in the role as, kind of a pompous millionaire who is just likes to boss people around. And there's an interesting kind of analogy about rich people in the movie where, they're all like, Rita Hayworth, her husband, and his business partner are all kind of like talking shit about each other all the time. They all seem to hate each other. And Welles has this monologue about, he's like, you guys remind me of like this one, ship I was on where we saw these sharks off the coast of somewhere, and they just all, they all started attacking each other, and, one of them started bleeding, and there was just this mass feeding frenzy, and they all like killed each other by the end. There wasn't one of them still left alive. And then he just like walks away. and like, there's, this interesting analogy of like people of this economic status, like they just can't like really stand each other, and it's all about comparison and trying to be the better rich
Keeping
person
up with
or
the
whatever.
Joneses,
and it creates this animosity between people that otherwise shouldn't necessarily have that disposition toward each other. But I mean, Lady from Shanghai is great. I love Orson Welles. I would recommend pretty much anything that he has done. The only thing I've seen that I haven't enjoyed from him is some of his Shakespeare stuff, because it's just not really my thing, and I have trouble getting past the old English dialogue and like really understanding the characters to the degree that I want to. But aside from that, everything that I've seen from Welles has been very impressive, and would recommend anything that he's done. But Lady from Shanghai is a little bit more straightforward than some of his other stuff. Just a really good film noir, really well made, and one of the most iconic scenes in cinema history at the end. So I would highly recommend it.
Nice. Is this movie where the term "I got Shanghaied" comes from?
I don't know.
I think that actually comes from literally they used to Shanghai people.
I knew it.
Like people used to be kidnapped and like slave traded in Shanghai. Like that
makes the fucking Ryan Gosling La La Land line even funnier. He just out of nowhere says, "I got Shanghaied," really angrily. They're like, you don't even know what that fucking means. Oh man. Okay. Well, that's one mystery solved. I'm probably going to have to add this to my Noirvember list.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If I'm going to be doing that after Schlocktober now. We'll see how it goes. Be a good time.
I like check it out. I like The Third Man, so...
The Third Man's great. Yeah, that's not a Welles-directed film, but it feels like a Welles-directed film.
Noir.
Carol Reed directed that one, but Welles and Joseph Cotten, who worked together a lot, are in that. And Welles is such an incredible actor, and he's great in that movie.
It's a real shame how everything turned out towards the end. I felt bad for Orson Welles.
Yeah.
But he was in the Transformers movie, which I appreciate. I love these... It's like that's the end of his biography. He was like, or his autobiography. He was like, I'm in some movie where they're robots and they transform into cars, and then like it like ends the book.
That's it.
Wow, great.
Ryan, I know that you have seen a lot of old classic films. What's your Orson Welles experience?
I have not seen this. That would be interesting to go catch up on. I definitely went through a phase where I watched a bunch of Orson Welles stuff. And I guess I missed out on this one. The ones that definitely stick out are, The Third Man sticks out as being really, really good. Yeah, no, he sort of like appears later in that, like he's not the main.
But his presence is felt over the whole film.
But he's there. Yeah, he's there. He like Macbeth and Othello. Like he did a little stint of some more straightforward movies, but as a director. But
have you seen Touch of Evil
on this? No. I think I kind of missed some of the bigger ones. They were hard to find. I think now they're a lot easier to find.
I'm sure you've seen Citizen Kane, right?
Yeah, Citizen Kane I've seen a few times. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, spoiler alert, there may be more Wells in our future. Not
going back to the Wells well,
away.
Huh?
Yeah.
Going back to the Wells.
But yeah. All right. So we have a refute from Ryan for Titan A.E. Is that the letters at the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's After Earth. They were being smart.
You know, that was the other thing. That's a foreshadowing. Their website on the poster I saw said afterearth.com, and I said, it's too bad. You know, Will Smith had to buy that from them probably.
That's the most money they made off that movie.
Yeah.
Selling
right. Yeah. Selling the name.
Will Smith.
That's exactly it. Oh, man.
We got a recommend from John for The Dress Up Gang.
Yep.
A TBS show, and a looking forward to the movie coming out somewhat soon.
Plant Man and Blondie. It's supposed to be coming out later this year. Yeah.
All right. And a recommend from me for The Lady from Shanghai, and generally for the work of Orson Welles. All right. Great. Well, I have been your host, Michael Dixon. With me, as always,
Ryan King. We'll keep living your childhood trauma for you.
And
John Garcia. I want to know from listeners out there, if you do want to chime in, tell us what the most fucked up movie you saw when you were a kid was. I feel like Ryan needs to know. So he can
I either
watch it.
have watched it or will watch it for you. Yeah.
He wants to share it with his kids. He needs to teach them these important lessons.
When I was a kid, E.T. creeped me out real
Still
hard.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about a melted raisin man. How did you feel about Mac from Mac and Me?
Well, I only saw that as an adult when you forced me to watch it. And,
Hey, forced is a strong word. There was no gun present or binding legal contract.
You implied that there would be ramifications. I mean, that he was also terrifying, but I was, I wasn't 6.
You were old enough to stand up to it. Great, yeah.
All right. Thanks for putting up with our bullshit.
Hey there, movie buffs, TV toughs, and all listeners in between. John here from the Afterthoughts podcast. I just wanted to drop in at the end of this episode and say thanks for listening. If you've got afterthoughts of your own to share, hit us up. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The Afterpod, or jump into a conversation on our Discord server. You can find info for this and more at theafterpod.transistor.fm. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode.